What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to G-Ball Vision. Thank you for stopping in. Today we have another exciting unboxing to dig into for you guys. Before we get started, double check and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I would love to have you here. And before you head out, do me a huge favor, hit the thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it, everyone. It really helps get these videos pushed out there so more people can check them out. And feel free to let me know what you are carrying in your pockets today down in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. So we have a brand new flashlight to take a look at coming in from Nitecore called the EDC25. Huge shout out to them for sending this over for us to take a look at and do some testing on. We see ultra slim tactical EDC flashlight here, 3000 lumens, and then ultra high LED inside, I'm guessing. We have a 1700 milliamp lithium ion battery. It's got a lanyard, USB-C charging cable, and I decided to hit the record button on my phone this time when I started to dig into the packaging. I started to get into this and then I realized, oh, my phone's not on. So let's actually get into this thing for realsies this time. Nice little box from Nitecore. That is it for in the box. And then there's our flashlight. And I have seen, I think I saw one video on this flashlight. Kind of on my morning commute to work. I think I had it on. I forget whose video it was. But I got to hear and maybe see a tiny bit. So we have some instructions. We don't need those. We have the lanyard and the charging cable. We might. We'll keep the instructions close by. So this will be locked out. You can see there with the flashing red that means this is locked. So in order to unlock it, I believe it is going to be a quick press on this button here and then release and hold. So there we go. You can see by all the levels, the indicators going up, that we have unlocked the light now. This is going to be a full aluminum body. It does have a double LED there. It does have a battery indicator right on the front. It'll let you know, hey, this is how much battery life you have left. And it also lets you know what output are you on. So if we go here, we have low and then a half click. That'll take you to and cycle you through all of the varying methods except for two. So let's do a light tap or a half click. That'll take us up to medium there, which is pretty good. Let's do another one. And that's going to take us up to high, which I believe is 1000 lumens. Let's double check. Yes, right there. High is 1000 lumens. And then turbo is going to be 3000 lumens. So we have moonlight or ultra low is 15 lumens. The strobe will come in at the turbo 3000 lumens. 65 on low for lumens. And then the middle is going to be 200, 1000 on high, and then 3000 lumens on turbo with a 300 meter distance. So that's pretty impressive. So we have a very simple user interface. In order to turn it on, there's two buttons. You do a full click, and that's going to turn this on, and it will remember where you left off. So in order to cycle through, you're just going to do a half click, and you'll get used to it and get a feel for it. And that'll cycle you through moonlight, low, medium, high. And then in order to get to turbo, you have to use this second button, which is called the customizable button. So here you're going to see 1000 to 3. Oh, that's on strobe. Okay, so let's switch that over. There we go. So the way to switch that is if I am using turbo there's turbo 3000. If I want to switch it to strobe, I'll keep it like this. You're going to hold the customizable button or the turbo strobe button and do a full click on what they're calling the power button. So that puts me back in strobe mode. So if you want to switch back to turbo, you hold that down full click, and that'll put you back in turbo mode. Now, I believe, from what I remember hearing, it will stay in turbo mode for like 30 seconds until it drops down. That will prevent this from overheating and, you know, killing the battery unnecessarily, stuff like that. It's just kind of a preventative measure. I think once it drops down, you can release it and go back into turbo mode if you were to need it, right? So that is a good function, I think, to save the bulb, the battery, the light. You know, it's a good thing that it steps down. So we do have a very nice rugged pocket clip here with a good amount of tension. Now, based on, oh, and then you can throw the lanyard through there. So that is a cool touch. It will have a little bit poking out. We can do a little demonstration here, so you can see what it looks like. So you'll have just a little bit poking out there, and basically that is so you can get to this easily and pull it out of your pocket. It has really good retention on there. Now, is this going to be everyone's cup of tea? No, it's not. And for two reasons that I can come up with already, or, you know, so far. One is going to be a built-in battery. For whatever reason, some people will discount this light immediately without even looking at it because it has a built-in battery. You know, if that's what they, you know, if that's what they're like, if they know in their heart of hearts they don't like a built-in battery, then, you know, so be it. For everyone else, you know, if there's no changing those people's minds, that's fine. I like external batteries myself, but I also see a place for these built-ins like this here. I see a place for these in plenty of different spots. One of my favorite spots for a built-in battery flashlight like this is around the house, around the property, because I can, you know, use it all day. Say it's a weekend or day off, or a couple days off for that matter. You can throw this in your pocket, use it on and off all day long, and then at the end of the day, throw it right on the charger, and boom, you know, you are back in business the next day. And the same could be said for as an EDC light. I feel as though the people who don't like built-ins, their reasoning is because you are stuck if it dies during the day, right? That's probably the theory. But if you charge this and then wake up and it's got a full charge on it, and you use this as a casual flashlight throughout the day, are you really going to kill this battery? Now, some people will argue or say that the reason is because of the output. And okay, I'll give you that. But do you really need more than 1,000 on high? 3,000 on turbo? So those are some things to consider. And, you know, I'm making a case for both. I think, you know, if you only could get 2 flashlights, I think you should get one that takes an external battery that can be recharged by itself, and also be able to accept, you know, double or AAA type batteries, or CR123s, whatever it may be. But then I also think in the same sense that you should have a built-in battery light as well. Because, hear me out, if you have both and you have access to both, what if you, for whatever reason, cannot charge your external battery, your device breaks, the battery dies or blows up or whatever, and you have no other external batteries like AA's and so on, right? Well, what if you have a portable power bank all charged up, ready to go, like this, with your USB-C cord? You'll be able to charge this bad boy up in no time with your Anker portable battery, which, you know, if you watch my channel, you should have one. You should have several of these Anker portable batteries. As a matter of fact, I have 2 just sitting right here. This is a little different, but I love Anker's portable batteries, and I recommend everyone having at least 2 or 3 of them. And you can often get them on sale very easily on Amazon. But that's my point, is these don't need to have an external battery. As long as you have a power source from somewhere, anywhere, you'll be able to give this thing some life. So there might be instances where you can't get anything like this, but you have access to AA's or AAA's or whatever. So this one will take a back seat, and then you roll with your other light. But in the same breath, or you know, in the same hand, you might not be able to find AA or AAA's, but you do have access to power. So that's when these built-ins come in handy, I think, in my opinion. So I see a place for both. I don't think anyone should be so one-minded on such things. And that's okay. That's just the way it goes with everything. Some people like knives. You cannot change someone's mind sometimes. If it's a washer knife, they feel as though that knife is garbage and they will not even give it the time of day, right? There's people like that. And it's that way with a plethora of things, just dealing with knives. If it has a rear flipper tab, they don't want it. You know, if it has thumb studs and not a hole, they don't want it. You know, and you could insert, oh, it's a frame lock, I don't want it. So that could be said with everything. And it's going to be the same with these flashlights here. If this is something that you like the looks of, and the profile of, the size of, then by all means, I think, you know, you'll be happy with most companies these days. Nitecore, Wuben, companies like that, that are, you know, they're the mainstays, they're the big guys, the big dogs. I don't think you're going to have any issues with the flashlights as far as how well done they are. I think they're going to be exceptionally well done. It's when you get into them companies who just pop up randomly and they're selling something that looks just like this, but it's not actually Nitecore, right? Those are the companies you want to worry about and probably stay away from. At this point in time, you know, you can get a very good light from a very reputable company for $20, $30. So there's no excuse these days to, you know, get a crappy flashlight at this point in time. I'll have these linked down below through the Nitecore store, through the Amazon store if they're on Amazon. If I can find them a couple places, I'll link them down in the description. That way you have a couple options to go and check them out. Just remember, this is just an unboxing, just the first impressions. We were just taking a look at it for the very first time and seeing how it functions, seeing what I think of it. We're going to, in a separate video, take this guy out and do some testing on it. That is how I'm going to start running my other gear videos. We're going to release them in the morning. We're going to do an unboxing on each item in one video, and then we're going to do testing or a review in a separate second video, and those are all going to come out in the morning. So that's how I've been able to step up and speed up the process at which I put out flashlight unboxings, testing and reviews. Pens, unboxings, wallets, stuff like that is all going to be released in the, because there was a point in time where I had, and I still do, had like 10 or 12 different flashlight unboxings and testings to do, but I didn't want to release them in my normal time slots during the day that I use for knives. So I started thinking, well, hell, I'll just start releasing them early morning. That way they're still getting out there, they're still getting done. They may not and will not most likely get as much attention because there's just not as many people on YouTube at 5:30 a.m. That's 2:30 over on the West Coast. So there's just not as many people on YouTube at the time I release these videos. But just remember, I'm going to keep releasing them, so if you need something to watch in the morning, definitely stay tuned because we have a lot of gear to unbox, a lot of gear to test, a lot of gear to review, and we have a ton of EDC updates coming down the pipe, guys. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please let me know if there's anything that you want me to include in these morning videos. If there's anything you want me to talk about, show more of, anything like that, we're going to open it up in these morning videos to start doing some different stuff, you know, than just the normal unboxing, top videos, this, review the knife, that. I want to open this morning section up to doing some different stuff. So if there's something you want to see, whether it's a couple flashlights compared, a couple pens compared, wallets, whatever it might be, you want to see more of something, let me know down in the comments. That's the only way I can get better, guys, is by your input. That is what truly helps me make better videos and get better stuff out there to you guys. So if you have any input, any info on things you want to see, any differences, let me know. I love hearing from you guys either way. Hit the thumbs up button. I always appreciate that, guys. It really helps these videos get pushed out there. And if you're new here, we release videos just like this one every single day. Hit the subscribe button, ring the little bell. I would love to have you here. Otherwise, guys, I'll throw up a couple of new videos here, and here. Go check one of them out. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. I will catch you on the next one.